I do my fair share of editing anyway.
Yes. I miss my computer. I had a nice Toshiba and the thing shit the bed on me, just cracked out. Yeah. It died. Now I got a stupid little notebook for now until I go get another one. I had things, Pro Tools and stuff to record. It was nice.
Yeah.
But it died, so I got nothing right now. Just a little notebook. At least I saved all my music, everything's on a hard drive, so I always back that up.
You gotta have the memory. So,
Yes, yes.
all right, guys, we are back with another episode or segment, I should say, Through the Eyes of the Unknown. Today I'm sitting here with singer-songwriter, guitarist Mike Roselle. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about your current project or projects? Like you just said, I know you're doing stuff on YouTube yourself, so
Yep.
feel free to explain.
Sure. Pretty much right now, a lot of guitar lessons on YouTube. I do those, and then original stuff I like to write. Singer, not so much. It's a little scary. But yeah, I love writing. I mean, that's my main passion is writing. So you'll see a lot of stuff on there, all different genres. There's folk, Americana, pop, rock. It's all over the place. It's a bit manic, but that's my space to play on. You know, I'll record them, I'll throw them out there, and they're out there.
Whatever happens, happens.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. If one person watches it, great. If 30 watch it, it's great. You know.
Well, that's kind of the same way with this. I mean, I know people don't know me, you, any of the other guys I've interviewed before, but hey, somebody might watch it and like it.
I've watched a couple. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
You get to know
thank you.
some of the local guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heard
And
the names,
that's
you don't
my
really
whole
know them, yeah.
that's my whole thing is to get people, you know, aware of who's around and what they've been influenced and but now I know I seen the other day on Facebook that you said you were playing with somebody.
Yeah, Jason Jackson. It's Greg McCrae and Olivia Walred. They're from Odessa. So
okay.
Acoustic duo. They're working on the whole band, but country. It's older country like Johnny Cash. You know, Folsom Prison Blues,
okay.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they also do newer country. Eric Church. I'm trying to think of some of the others they do. They're not into the riot pop country. It's more of the.
They're not. Yeah.
Eric Church is one of the big ones he likes. Chris Jansen, more of the traditional kind of country.
Yeah.
Not so much of the pop, no Florida Georgia Line in there. He's not a big fan of that.
Yeah, there's getting to be too much of that out there.
It's getting weird.
Yeah.
It's country, but
and yeah, it's country, but at the same time they're playing it on like pop radio stations. It's like, wait a minute here. So, like I said before, you play guitar.
yes. Yep.
Now, explain to us a little bit about your guitar playing technique and the type of guitar, the brand of guitar that you use.
Actually, I got several guitars.
That's a good thing.
Pet peeves of the wife she hates. She just gave my son. He's 15. He's learned to play a couple of them. So
Oh, nice.
I was like, I got rid of them. She's like, they're still in the house. I'm like, yeah, but they're not mine now. They're his. But I mean, mostly I got a Takamine I just picked up a few months ago with acoustic, and that's what I mostly write on. I love that thing. But as far as electrics, I've got an Ibanez ART 420, which I use a lot with Scatter Shield. It's got the double humbucker pickups. It's a good bitey rock guitar.
Yeah.
What else do I have? I've got Paul Reed Smith Santana.
Oh, nice.
I got a Squire Strat that I rebuilt. There's what's the other one there? I think there's 8 altogether. I'm drawing blanks here on what I've got.
Wow.
I've got different project ones I'm putting together. Gresh Jumbo Rancher acoustic, guy from Collective Soul. If you ever watch them acoustically, he's got one. It's kind of a big fat one with like a cat eye hole. It
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
doesn't
know what you're talking
project well,
about.
but when you plug it in, it's great. That's a really good one. I write a lot on that because it just has a different feel to it. For guitars, but amps I use the Line 6. I've been using them for years. The Spider 4. It works. It's a solid state. It's not quite a tube amp, but it has like a million options.
Yeah, I've noticed tube amps are actually quite popular among guitar players.
Yeah, I miss having tube amps. I've been solid state for years.
Yeah, because I know the couple guys that are in my cover band, they're both tube guys.
Yeah.
They thoroughly enjoy it.
It won't be long and I'll be going back to tubes. It's so much warmer. It's a much better sound. So.
Yeah. Now, what age did you start playing music?
Late. I was 18 when I got my first guitar. I've been begging my dad. 18th birthday, he gave me it was a Razor, no name, cheap. Looked like a Strat. It's just a rip-off copy, and that's what I got. Intonation sucked. It didn't play well at all. But yeah, I was 18. I got it, and it took like a year before I could even do anything with it. I love music. I grew up around it. I was singing as a little kid. I just love it. But never played, so that was it. I started at 18 years old. I wish I'd started way younger. But
Now, did you take any lessons in?
no formal lessons.
No formal lessons.
The guy who's my brother-in-law now, he actually played piano, played guitar. He had a gift in his too, and every now and then he let me mess with it. So when I got mine, he showed me a couple of riffs. Back in life, he showed me how to do that. Damn, this is cool. So I started, once I got mine, I started messing around with it. But no, I mean, back in the day, in the 90s, we had to, guitar magazines,
Oh yeah.
get the little tabs out of the bag. I don't know how many times to use rewind.
Oh, yeah.
Over and over, listening to it.
I still do that.
Yeah, it's the best way to go by ear, but we didn't have YouTube back then. But then once YouTube came on the internet, then you could really just expand how to do your the different scales, majors, minors, modes, and it just opened up a whole.
The internet is just chock full of so much information. It's crazy. I mean, with me being a drummer, usually the way I learn, it's not the correct way, but I'll watch a drum cover of a reliable drummer.
Yes.
And I'll just try and copy that. You know?
That's what I do. If I'm learning a new song, I'm like, I can't quite figure it out. I'll pull up a cover of someone playing, and it's like, oh, all right, that'll work. And then I can work it off.
Yeah, you get the gist of what they're doing.
You're in the right ballpark once you hear it.
Now, growing up, what kind of stuff were you listening to?
Early years, my mother was a huge Elton John, Billy Joel, Michael Jackson.
Nice.
I was born in '78, so I got a lot of the '80s stuff when I was younger. Def Leppard, I remember, what was the Pyromania, the Photograph, that album, played all the time in my house. So I had a lot of that growing up. But then when I started listening to my own music, it was a lot of '60s, CCR, House of the Rising Sun, that kind of stuff. Hendrix, The Doors, that was a big thing for me. And then Nirvana came out. I really got the whole '90s grunge thing.
It changed it.
Yeah, from that point on, it was a huge '90s rock guy.
Yeah, I was born in '84, and when I started to realize what music was and get interested in music and stuff was the '90s, and it was Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, and then there was like I don't know if Days of the New was like a '90s band. Were they considered a '90s band?
I think they called it like the post grunge, but it was. Yeah, because I lived in North Carolina at the time, which we had Raleigh-Durham areas where I was at. Tons of, there was like 3 or 4 rock stations.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have 94 Rock, which doesn't play rock here.
Yeah, which is really weird.
Yeah, one of them used to back in the '90s, but yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, Days of the New, I remember them being around the end of the night, like that post-grunge kind of scene. They were kind of sound like Alice in Chains, a little bit of what was that song, the Flood song by Jars of Clay, had that kind of feel to them. But they're right around 2000, 98, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah. I do remember listening to them in my car in North Carolina, so it had to be right at the end of the '90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now you said you're a big '90s guy. I'm assuming that you listen to a lot of that today. Yeah. But what newer bands are you enjoying today?
Actually, a lot of rock. I've been listening to a lot of the new rock. I feel like I'm getting old these days. It's been sliding into the Americana folk, like Turnpike Troubadours, Chris Knight. It's not country, but it's not folk. It's more of a roots rock, kind of a Tom Petty used to be, but they're new bands, newer stuff.
Yeah.
I find myself with Pandorix, great app. Listen to a lot of that stuff. It's got some fiddles in there, some bluegrass. You'll hear a lot of those tones, but they've got a good bitey rock. James McMurtry, he's been around for years, but that kind of stuff.
Well, to me, it sounds like you dabble in a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So, which is good to be open-minded.
Miles Davis will be playing Coltrane when I'm doing the dishes. I mean, I got blues going. Drives my wife nuts. I'm all over the place, but yeah, it's. I listen to just about everything. Yeah,
I can stand just about everything, except for that real hardcore rap stuff. The only time I listen to that is when I DJ. The women love that booty pop and shit.
They do.
But now, when you sit down with your instrument, do you have a set practice schedule you go over, like sheet music or anything like that?
No, it varies. I mean, depending on if I'm in a project, what kind of band. Usually I like to dab on different projects and someone for people, or I've got a friend who does local competitions occasionally. I'll do events with her. So I have a variety of stuff I'm playing, but typically I'll sit down and I'll start working on what I need to play to post it now. So I'll start with that stuff first, and then I move on to some scales, and then I'll loop out some sort of chord progression, or something, and then just start coming up with riffs. and I start writing. 9 times out of 10, I start working on what I'm supposed to be working on, and then by the end of the night, 4 hours, 5 hours later, I'm writing stuff. And that's typically how it goes. Sometimes it's reversed. I'll sit down and write, and then I got to work on the other stuff.
So that kind of answers my next question, actually. I was going to be like, what is your writing process?
Yeah, that's pretty much guitar. I'll sit down with the guitar. I've got a looper pedal. I've got the Line 6 with wall. And I'll just lay out a progression. I'll try and come up with something different, some jazz stuff, and just build off of that. I'll loop it, listen to it, start messing around with different notes, and try and get something that'll actually sound good, and then from there build on it. And then I do two songs. That's how I write. Sometimes I'll start with lyrics, but it's a lot tougher when you have lyrics and you're trying to fit music to it. It's easier to put music or words to it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'll start with guitar, start writing that way. That's how most of them get that. So actually, I started writing again a couple months ago. I drive for like a whole year, we were moving, building a house, and kind of a good feeling.
Okay, yeah.
In the last 2 months, a friend of mine committed suicide. She was a young girl.
Oh, really?
So I started writing again, and 6 songs were poured out in the last 2 months.
Yeah, that goes a lot when writing. I mean,
Yeah.
feelings can spew out song after song after song.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know, I mean, because if you don't have meaning to a song, then they're just words.
Exactly.
You know?
And those are the ones I find that are tough to write when I'm just like making up a story. They don't write so.
Yeah.
If it's personal, it comes out so much better.
So now, when you go out to perform, do you ever get nervous? I ask every musician that because
the damn time.
some do, some don't. I mean,
Yeah,
like me, I don't usually get nervous anymore.
I do. Lately, when I was playing with Jason Jackson here, it was actually more comfortable. I used to. I still do occasionally. It depends on the crowd. I mean, if there's like 2 people in there, it's really weird because there's 2 people and you know they're looking at. When it's a whole crowd, they're talking, they're drinking, everyone's having fun. It's a little more relaxing.
Yeah.
It sounds weird, but it is. It's much easier to play in front of a whole bunch of people than 2 people staring at you.
Absolutely.
But I still do occasionally, and it depends on if there's a bunch of new stuff thrown in. And actually, with Jason Jackson, I don't have. It's not a jam band, but it has that feeling for me because they have a whole bunch of songs, and I'm brand new with it. So what I do is I step in there and I have to stretch them out because they only have a limited number. So I will solo. He'll nod to me solo. Go ahead and solo again, and I've got to take 30 to 35 songs and play 25, 30 different solos and just freestyle it throughout the night, and that gets a little nerve-wracking because you can crash and burn real quick if you go the wrong way. So
absolutely.
That can be a little, especially with new material, or he'll throw something at you I've never played before, which I do quite a bit, and he's like, so I'm like, what key am I in? Trying to figure out real quick, how do I want to work this? And it's a 2-chord song, it's like, I could go different ways. So yeah, I'll get nervous with some of those things, but majority anymore, not so much.
So now, what do you prefer to do? I mean, you can even say both, but do you prefer to write songs and perform originals, or do you like learning cover tunes and performing cover tunes?
I've had this age-old battle online and Facebook and other musicians, and for me, I'm at the point now where I prefer to write and create originals and be like 90% original. I love covers, and I don't think I'll stop playing covers. I mean, that's what got me where I'm at. I wouldn't be able to play without covers. Throw out like Young MC busting move in a set just because it's fun. It's something different. But I'm to the point now where I want to write, I want to create, I want to do that. Covers are fun, throw a few in there, and I still have like side projects where I'll do stuff and play. But for me, I prefer to write and perform original stuff, even though it's not as popular. People don't know.
Yeah.
But it's more rewarding. It's like, hey, I wrote this, I did this. Check it out.
It's always cool to see people's reaction of the time and work, the song you created,
If there's no reaction, we don't play that one. That one just gets chucked into the
just
YouTube
kind
files.
of throw it in the back burner.
Yeah, not a good one. Next one, exactly.
So, I know you've been in numerous bands around you.
Yeah.
Being so, you're more seasoned of a gentleman than myself, How many bands have you been in?
Too many. No. Quite a few. I'm trying to think here. There's got to be at least, with also the winery projects and little things like that, I mean, there's probably a good 8, 10, 12, something like that. I'd have to sit down, and some are like off-spins of this project. We do a couple shows here with different people, and they're little projects, but they weren't long-term ones. The Scatter Show was probably a longer one at the beginning with Eric and Scott Burdick. Rob Tucker. I'm drawing a blank there.
Oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
originally
yeah.
the
I
bassist in
remember
that
Rob.
project.
Yeah,
He
I
did
talked
that.
to Rob once in a great while.
Yep. He
tends
pops up every now and then.
Yeah, every now and again. So,
Yep, good guy.
but
And then Lithium Highway, briefly after that, I
Yep.
started, Mutt and Left and I started that, and then I moved on. And I like the original stuff.
It can get stressful.
Yes.
You know, it really can. You know.
It's those different clicks trying to get everything. And, you know, I'll be honest, I don't click with everybody. So
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
neither.
It makes
neither
it tough
do
for
I.
everyone else around me,
Neither do
so,
I.
yeah.
It's. I mean,
Yeah.
people have their certain ways of
Yeah.
wanting to do things, and then you get people who don't want it any other way but theirs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you just have to make that decision to go your own
I
way.
think that's probably why a lot of times I end up just writing stuff at home and doing stuff because it's easier than doing it everyone else.
Hey, that's right. Yep. My wife is constantly telling me, she goes, just stick to yourself and what you got and just let it go.
But
So-
it's tough because I can't play everything at once, and I don't play
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. I mean, you're not friggin' Virgil King.
Exactly. Yeah, which I did see actually. I saw him the first time this year up at Gridiron. Phenomenal. I mean, that was, I was blown away.
Yeah,
The
he's
different
a
things he
talent.
could do.
He's actually another guy I'd like to get on here,
Yeah.
but I really don't know how to get in contact with the man.
Yeah, he's tough.
I might just have to go see a show and on one of his breaks
Just
do
walk
a
up.
real quick interview.
Yeah, that guy is just phenomenal. Have you seen him live?
I've seen him live one time.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got the fiddle, the keys, the guitar. He just
Yep.
the harmonica.
I mean,
Whoa.
it's been years since I've seen him. Virgil Kane is a one-man show, and like Mike said,
One man, I mean, it's phenomenal.
he does everything.
Yeah.
So, but my friend, my last question I have for you is I ask every musician this. What do you have any words of encouragement for the younger musicians out there?
Yeah. I mean, obviously don't give up. That's the main thing. There's going to be days where it's like, why am I doing this? What's the point? I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this small town, or I'm not making any progress. And the biggest thing I think is do it for yourself. I mean, that's the honest advice. If you're enjoying it, you're loving it, and you're doing, whether it's covers, whether it's originals, whether you're just playing the campfires, whatever you're doing, do it for yourself. And if you're enjoying it, it'll all fall into place. If you're playing every weekend at bars, and that's your thing, you're loving it, but you've got to do it for yourself. You're trying, if you have it in the mindset that you're going to go far, sometimes it's a little more realistic to just say, I'm going to enjoy this and have fun.
Just have
And then
fun.
if it falls
Yep.
in, great. Even better, if you have a band that rises up and does great, that's icing on the cake. But if you're having fun, that's the key.
Yeah.
Many people get caught
Oh,
up
like
in the
like
fun.
I've said before, music is supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Because and I just thought of another question.
Yeah.
Just popped in my head. And I should start asking all my musicians that come in and do this. What is the reason, besides fun? Because we just discussed that.
Yes.
What is the reason that you write and create and play music?
For me, it's an outlet. It's my brain is like a million miles an hour. You've seen online, Facebook's the memes, like the crazy brain with like 1,000 tabs open.
Oh, yeah.
That's my brain, and it's all over. And I build transmissions. I read how to wire myself. My brain is always going, so it's an outlet. It gets those thoughts out. It gets those frustrations and angers and the pain and the hurt. It gets it out, and when it's out there, it's done. I can let it go. It's on paper. It's recorded. Suck if I'm singing it, which that's fine, but at least it's out there. But it's out, and then I'll go on to the next one. Like I said, when I write a story and I make something up, it's never as good. It's the real, true stories that actually seem to be the ones that work the best. And for me, it's just an outlet. That's why I do it. Many times I put the guitar up 3 months and set it, and I don't touch it, I get frustrated, and then I pick it right back up, and it just pours out. And it's such an outlet. I mean, that's why I play it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to be. You heard it here. We have Mike Roselle, guitar player, songwriter.
Not so great singer.
Not so great of a singer, but
No,
Mike,
no.
thanks for stopping
thanks
by,
for having
man.
me.
It's good
Appreciate
to
it.
finally meet you in
Yeah,
person.
it's the first time we've talked
we've known
this
each
time.
other on social media for a long time, but never physically met in person. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like it, subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Share it with your friends if you like what you see, and hell, even in the comments, you can let me know anything you want to see, anything you want me to post, anything. Try and keep it music related. So
Yeah, that could be scary. You
Thanks.
might regret that. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be good to each other.